Alrighty, thank you, Matt. Now, today is International Transgender Day of Visibility, and I'm here with Karleigh Webb and Kirill Staklo from Transhaven to learn more about the work they are doing in the community to support and uplift trans people here in Connecticut. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, so excited to have you guys here. Now, for folks who may be unfamiliar with the organization Transhaven, tell me a little bit about, how long you guys have been around and the resources you guys offer.
Yeah, for sure. So we've been around for about 3 years now, though the people who have been organizing in Transhaven have been doing so for a long, long time. We did come together around 3 years ago. We offer a variety of different community-led services around Connecticut, including support spaces, social spaces. We have a jam session that happens every month. We have art spaces. We have meetups just for trans feminine people, just for trans masculine people, just for non-binary people. We have some youth coordination for young people. It's very, very variable because it's so community run. And anytime a trans person anywhere in Connecticut needs some kind of support, there's always people who are also trans who are there to catch them and support them. So the programming that we do and the type of community support that is needed will shift. And right now, of course, we're in a period where trans people need a lot of support. Yeah, so we're definitely dealing with a lot of new people coming into the state and dealing with a lot of people who have lived here for a while needing additional support.
Yes, yes, and the both of you can answer this. Just speak to the significance of not only having these resources available, but for those in our trans community here in Connecticut to have that coming from, that support coming from others who are also trans.
Well, it's vital because so many of our community here and elsewhere in many ways are dealing with a lot of isolation, and also dealing with a lot of the ugliness that we're seeing right now, and even more so now than really ever before, which means now more than ever, support is necessary. Support from fellow trans people is necessary, and that's where Transhaven comes in many ways. And also in turn, while giving that support, we also go to bat for our community beyond our community, which is also critical, be it our cities, our towns, or our state legislature up the street.
Yeah, definitely. I think, to add on to what Karleigh's saying, Connecticut has a lot of LGBTQ resources, but very, very few of them are trans run, unfortunately. So you'll see an LGBTQ resource that is not run necessarily by trans people, but offers services to trans people. And that's where a lot of people fall through the cracks, especially when we're talking about trans youth, when we're talking about unhoused trans people, which unfortunately there's a lot of in Connecticut. Everyone's dealing with the housing crisis here. Yeah, so I think having something that's trans run where people will, to the best of their ability, understand your lived experience makes a big difference.
And would you say that speaks to the significance of the International Trans Day of Visibility, rather?
Yeah, I mean, I think it does. Right now we're in a period where, unfortunately, trans visibility can turn into something that's very difficult for trans people, because there's a lot of people that have strong opinions on people who have always existed and have always been part of the community. But when we look at each other as visible trans people, when we're connecting with each other, when we're reminding each other that, like, hey, we're here, we work amazing jobs, we do amazing stuff in our communities, we're artists, we're journalists, we're sports people.
We're athletes.
We're athletes like you, right? We do so many different things, and you can do that while being trans. You don't have to be in the closet. You don't have to live an inauthentic life in order to have a successful life.
Yeah.
Well, Symphony, what I can tell you is, as much as trans visibility matters, ally visibility matters just as much, and right now even more.
Yeah.
So we need people who are claiming allyship to not just be visible, but be vocal. Step up, step forward, use, as we tell kids, use your words. We need allies using their words, especially right now.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, now we do have to head out, but really quickly, go ahead and let folks know how they can reach out to you if they want to help share those resources, or if someone is watching right now that was not familiar with you guys and they want to find out more about what you guys do. Where can they find you?
Yeah, so people can go to peerpride.com, and we have a Transhaven tab there. And people are more than welcome to check us out, shoot us a message, and we'll connect with them. You can be anywhere in Connecticut, and we'll support you.
Oh yeah, it's all about you and it's all about us.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us.
We're going to check back.